everyone, my name is Gina and today I have a birthday haul to show you. So exciting. I've got a lot of things to show you, so I'm just going to jump right into it. The first section of things that I want to show you are all non-books, but they are things that will be living on my bookshelves, so I thought that it would be kind of fun to show you guys. Plus they're all super adorable and I wanted to show you anyway. The first thing that I want to show you guys, I bought myself at the Renaissance Fair a few weeks ago, and it's just this really cute little dragon. He's just so adorable and he's flexible, so you can move him any which way you want. So I had him wrapped around my wrist back at the Renaissance Fair. I will be hanging him up on my bookshelf. In fact, his home is in front of my Game of Thrones books. I thought that was a pretty good place for him. So that is where he will be, and that is where his home is. And the next little guy that I have to show you might end up moving homes, but right now he kind of sits back here behind me. And Dave.
Oh, okay.
He's so cute.
Come by.
He's just so adorable. My mom got this for me for my birthday, and he's super soft. Like, just so soft. And I also got two other little stuffed animal things. They're the Disney Tsum Tsums, I think that's how you pronounce it, but they're the cute little Disney stackable things. And I got Marie from the Aristocats and Stitch. They're both just so adorable, and they stack, and that is how you're supposed to sit them, and they're just so cute, and they're also really soft, so they will also be living on my bookshelves. And the last handful of things I have to show you are all pop figures. I take that back. There's one more thing besides the pop figures. But the last thing I have to show you are all pop figures. And if you remember back in my April haul, I believe it was, I showed you that I got Little Lumiere. So since Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney princess, Belle is my favorite Disney princess, since Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie, at least from when I was a kid, my mom picked me up Peasant Belle, who's just so cute. And she also got me the Mrs. Potts and Chip set. They're just so adorable. Along with those pop figures, my mom also got me Olaf in Shama. He's just so cute with his little sunglasses and his little beach ball, and he's just so happy. I just love Olaf. He's just so adorable. But along with those pop figures, I have been looking for the rest of the Beauty and the Beast collection, and in the collection that those came from, there was also Cogsworth. I couldn't find Cogsworth anywhere, so I decided to look on Amazon and look online, and I was able to find not only Cogsworth, but the Beast as well, and it's just, they're so adorable. Like, just look at them. So the next item that I have to show you is a book, but I'm putting it in with this group of things because technically it's not a birthday present. Technically I bought it back in April, and I just now got a copy. The Enchanted Forest coloring book by Johanna Basford. Johanna Basford. I've already started coloring in it. I see I've done the bird. I've done a lot of the animals. And then I've done these two as well. So I've definitely done a lot of the animals so far, and I just love it so much. It is so awesome. If you want to see kind of how I color them in and the different pictures that I do color, be sure to follow us on Instagram because I have been posting pictures, and I might continue posting pictures just because they're really pretty and it's fun to post the pictures of the coloring books. And the last thing of this section that I want to show you is a book, but I bought it for myself and I pre-ordered it. So it's really only in the birthday haul because it just came out. And if you've been watching our videos for a while, you will know what this book is because I have been gushing over it and excited about it for quite some time. It just came out this Tuesday. Dead Ice by Laurel K. Hamilton. Yes, this is the dust jacket because I am currently reading it. But I got the package. I should have done an unboxing because it was just amazing, but I am impatient. So I opened it up. First of all, the book is a lot thicker than I was anticipating. I've been a little disappointed lately in the thickness of the Anita books. I don't know, I've just kind of been disappointed in the Anita books lately as a whole anyway. But this one is actually a lot thicker than I was anticipating, and the naked hardback is just beautiful. So, when I opened the package, there was something in with the book. And it is this really nifty little notepad that says, "From the desk of Anita Blake Vampire Hunter." This isn't the actual notepad because I dropped it and the back fell off, but that's okay because the back fell off with one piece, so I'm able to keep this one with the cardboard behind it, kind of as like a keepsake, sort of. So this is actually going to be sitting on my bookshelf as well. It's just, I can't believe that it came with a little notepad. It's just so cool. So when I first opened up the book, I opened straight to the title page because I did order this signed. If you ordered it from this local indie bookstore in St. Louis, you were able to get it signed, and you're also able to get it customized. So can you see it? I don't know if it's in focus, but it says, "To Gina, happy birthday, Laurel K. Hamilton." That's just exciting. So I now have 8 Anita books signed, I think. I don't know. If you haven't watched my signed books video, I will link it in the corner. I think it'll be in this corner, like the little eye thing. I will leave a link, at least that way, so you can go and watch that. Just kind of see all of the other Anita books that I have signed and kind of their stories behind them, because each one has a different story. And the last thing I want to show you with the Anita book, because I'm just gushing over this book because it's just so pretty. So I'm going to stop gushing in a moment, but look at inside the cover pages. It is just so beautiful, and I love it, and it is amazing, and it's so creepy, and it's just, it's so beautiful. And I'm going to stop gushing now, because it's gorgeous, and I'm gonna get to the rest of the haul. And the next thing I'm gonna show you is an ebook. So also for my birthday, I got a new e-reader. I do use Kobo e-readers. The last Kobo that I had, I bought myself. It was the last thing that I bought from Borders. I actually really enjoyed it. I love that e-reader. It's just kind of outdated and it's really slow, and I've been having issues with it. So I asked for a new updated e-reader for my birthday, and I was able to get one. So I went ahead and bought The Girl on the Train by Paula Hopkins. I've heard a lot of good things about this book. I've heard that it's kind of like Gone Girl, only different, and that it's suspenseful, and it's about this girl who takes a train every day and then she ends up witnessing something or something. I'm not entirely too sure on the synopsis, but I did pick it up on ebook. I did pick it up on ebook because I want to try to utilize my ebook a lot more than I had been in the past with my old ebook. So hopefully I can kind of get more into ebooks again, because I would love to get back into ebooks, especially with this new awesome e-reader, and that's the only ebook that I have to show you for now anyway. Now I'm going to show you the books that I was actually gifted. This first one I got from my dad. We went to the bookstore and he picked up The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which I will be reading as soon as he is done with it. I'm pretty excited to read that one. But the book that he got me is The Psych's Guide to Crime Fighting for the Totally Unqualified, and it is by Sean Spencer and Burton Guster. So it's written as Sean and Gus would have written it. The next book that I was gifted came from my mom, and that is The 100 Things Blues Fans Should Know and Do Before They Die by Jeremy Rutherford. And the next book that I got from one of my best friends. She got me Confessions of a Sociopath by M.E. Thomas. M.E. Thomas is not this author's real name. She used a pseudonym because obviously there are things in here that she really doesn't want people knowing who she is. So she changed everybody's names and changed essentially all of the main identifiers so nobody could possibly figure out who it is, but everything else in this book is mostly true. She does put a disclaimer in it that these are all true facts to my knowledge. It is true to my memory. So not everything in here might be 100% true, but it is a memoir, and it is a memoir going through living. It kind of takes you through the mind of somebody who is a sociopath and what makes them tick and what they're thinking of. And I'm pretty excited to read it. It just sounds really interesting and really incredible. It's A Life Spent Hiding in Plain Sight is the subtitle, which I forgot to mention, but it just looks fantastic. So with this book, she also put a gift card to Barnes & Noble inside of it, which I wasn't expecting, and it was totally a surprise and totally awesome, and it was pretty exciting because when she handed me the book with the gift card in it, she said, "Hey, happy birthday, I got you Booktube supplies." Totally awesome, and it was exciting, and she knows me so well, and our birthdays are actually on the same day, which just is even more awesome. So it's just totally cool that she got me this and got me a book gift card, because Booktube, and she knows that Booktube has basically been my life for the past 5 months. So with her gift card, Batman and Psychology, A Dark and Stormy Night by Travis Langley, and More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera. I'm really excited for both of these books. More Happy Than Not, I honestly don't know too much of what the synopsis is, and I don't really want to look too much into it because I kind of want to go into it blind just because I hear the ending is fantastic and I don't want to spoil myself, but everyone that has read it already has been raving about it and says that it's really fantastic, so I'm hopefully going to get to this one very, very soon. We'll see what happens. Batman and Psychology is essentially just that. It is the psychology of Batman, and it just, when I saw this in the store, I was pretty excited because I do like Batman and I obviously love psychology, so kind of really excited for this one. Flipping through it, there's various different stories about why Batman does what he does. Like, does he really do this for himself? Does he do this for other people? Like, it just kind of breaks down Batman and his psyche. And the last 9 books that I have to show you are all books that I bought with gift cards. Some of them I've read before and I just don't have a copy, so I wanted them again. Most of them are stuff that I've been wanting for a while. So in no particular order, I just have them stacked, so I'm just going to go through them. The first one that I have here is this nifty little edition of Dracula by Bram Stoker. Pretty excited for this one. I've been wanting it for a while because if you remember in one of my very first book hauls, I got Frankenstein in this really cool cover. So I now have both of these. There are a few more classics in this type of cover that I kind of want, but honestly I'll probably never buy them. I definitely at least wanted these two. So now I have Dracula to go with my Frankenstein. And I also picked up the Psychopath Whisperer, The Science of Those Without Conscience, by Kent A. Keel, PhD. So this is kind of along the same lines as The Confessions of a Sociopath, but I believe that this one is basically the psychologist's point of view and kind of going through what makes a psychopath tick, maybe. I don't know, it just sounds really, really interesting, and basically I bought this for a few reasons. One, I'm definitely into psychology and I want to pick up more psychology books, but the other reason why I picked up this book specifically is because on the back it says, "From Ted Bundy to Hannibal Lecter, John Wayne Gacy to Dexter Morgan, why do psychopaths behave the way they do?" I also picked up the 6th book of the series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. The next book I got, I am actually really excited that I waited to buy this, and that is Will Grayson, Will Grayson by John Green and David Levithan. Pretty excited for this one. That is the only John Green book that I don't own. I do have Abundance of Catherine's, but I still have yet to read it. I don't know. I've kind of been interested in this one, and then I took that Which John Green book are you? And both times that I took it, it told me that I was Will Grayson, Will Grayson. So I decided I had to pick it up, and I'm really glad that I waited to pick it up because I like this cover a lot better than the original cover. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. Not too sure what this is about. I know it's about a couple of Will Graysons, and that's really it. So hopefully I will get to this one soon. The next book that I picked up I've been wanting for a while, but I decided to wait until it came out on paperback. It came out on paperback a few months ago, and I still haven't gotten around to buying it. I finally did, and that is Noggin by John Corey Whaley. The next book that I picked up I've been looking at the last few times we've gone to the bookstore. And I always see it and think, well, that looks kind of interesting, I wonder what it's about. And then I'll see somebody on Booktube talking about it and I was like, oh, that actually sounds really good, I need to check that out. And then I'll forget what it's about again. But I finally kind of remember what it's about, and that is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. It is about this boy who is gay, but no one really knows that he is gay, and he is talking to this other boy in his school who he doesn't actually know who it is through email. So they're talking and feelings kind of start happening, and apparently he goes and leaves his email up on a school computer one day by accident, and somebody finds it and I guess prints it out or starts telling the whole school. So that happens, and it kind of goes through his story, I guess. That's really what I've gotten out of it, but it sounds fantastic, and everyone on Booktube that has read it has loved it that I have seen, and the naked hardback is just really pretty. It's just, I love naked hardbacks that are just really gorgeous. They're just, it's so good. So I'm hoping to get to this one soon, like the rest of them, but we'll see what happens with it. I am pretty excited for it though. The next book that I would like to show you I have been wanting for so long. I have been wanting this book for years. I have never bought it because I didn't want to pay full price for it because I had already read it. I watched the movie, loved the movie, got the book from the library because I wasn't too sure how I would like the book, because typically if I love the movie, the book is completely different, and I wasn't too sure, so I didn't buy it. Loved the book just as much as I loved the movie. Wanted to buy it, haven't bought it, finally own it. And that is It's Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. I'm so excited to finally have this. It is one of my favorite books, one of my favorite movies, and I do plan on reading this for the 5 faves. Just so excited, and I love this cover. I'm really glad that they never did a movie cover. If they did, I never saw a movie cover. Typically, if they do a movie cover, the movie cover is the only cover you ever find anymore, at least in my area. But I just love this cover, and it is about this boy who checks himself into the hospital, into the mental illness ward, because he is depressed and he just doesn't feel like himself, and he thinks that he needs to be checked into the hospital. The adolescent ward of this hospital is closed down, so all of the teens and adolescents are actually staying with the adults, and through his experience as his time there, he gets to know all of the different characters within the adult ward and kind of gets to know what makes them tick and kind of finds himself almost. And it is just a fantastic book and a really great movie, and I cannot wait to reread this. And the last 2 books that I have to show you are just super gorgeous covers, and I've been wanting them for a while, and by a while I mean like 2-3 months, but they're really gorgeous covers. Anna and the French Kiss and Lola and the Boy Next Door, both by Stephanie Perkins. I have read Anna and the French Kiss. I have not read Lola or the third one, Isla and the Happily Ever After. I cannot wait to read the second 2. I loved Anna and the French Kiss, and I think I might have done a review on it. I don't remember. I know I've talked about it, and I'm really glad that they came out with these new covers, because these new covers are absolutely gorgeous. I hated the original cover, which is why I never picked it up. And the reason why I did not pick up Isla and the Happily Ever After is, well, there's 2 reasons. 1, they actually didn't have it, and 2, I want it on paperback. So far, it is still only out on hardback, and the paperback comes out in August, I believe, so I will definitely be picking that up when it does come out on paperback to finish out the collection, because they are just beautiful. And I believe that is all I have for you. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, because I've just been piling the books, and most of these I bought yesterday, but that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully, this will be my last giant book haul for a while. I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed with the books and the book hauls, because there's been a lot of book fairs lately and birthday. So hopefully this will be the last giant book haul for a while. Hopefully I can read some of these books and get them off of my TBR. We'll see what happens. There are a few more books over the summer that are coming out that I would like to get my hands on, so hopefully I will only have like a couple of books to show you in the next coming months. We will see what happens. It is what it is. I am a book hoarder and I have an addiction to books. Don't we all? Isn't that why we're all on Booktube? But again, that is all I have for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.